Hi guys, so today we're at the Berdoo Throwdown. It's like 2 weeks before Ventura, so I figured it'd be good practice to come out here and throw some. Today we're playing with Riley. I haven't really played much with him, but we're going to be throwing the Costello X's. He likes to throw Viper R, so it's kind of similar. But we're going to start with the throwdown version, just get him a little bit more broken in before the throwdown. I think we're going to do pretty good. Riley's coming off of surgery, so he has basically a robotic knee. And for some reason, he's gotten really good at cornhole lately. So we're out here. We're going to throw the Costello X. It's like 2 weeks before the throwdown, like I said. Break those bags in a little bit more. He likes throwing Viper R's, pretty similar, so we should do fine. I am filming longer videos for you guys, so I'm going to be having the GoPro. You can watch the full match. You're only going to get my perspective, not Riley's, because I don't want the video to be too long. I don't want it to be like 2 hours long. It's probably still going to be like a 40-minute video, because we get 8 games. 6 games are rounders, and then we get 2 into the playoffs, and then see how long we go in the playoffs. So minimum 8 games you guys are getting. Let me know how you guys like this format, if you guys like it better. Let me know in the comments, and let's get into the first match.
Let's get into the first game of rounders. Looks like we won the spin, so we'll be going first. We're playing against Hunter Thorne and Mason Morgado. For my first shot, I go ahead and miss off to the right, giving my opponent the opportunity to take the lead. He's going to end up sliding his bag, and it's going to hang up on the hole. So for my second shot, I go right up the middle and in, end up grabbing his and making it fall. So for his second shot, he lays a block right in front of me. So I try to push through it here, and I end up missing off to the left, but at least it stays on the board. For his third shot, he goes ahead and cleans up the pile for a 9. And for my fourth shot, I go ahead and slide it in for an 8 to finish on the round. He's going to end up missing his last bag for a 9-8 finish, giving them the lead 1-0. And now my partner is going to go ahead and also give up 1 point, making it 2-0, Hunter and Mason. Now that the bags are back on our side, Hunter's going to have first shot. He misses a little bit off to the right, giving me an opportunity, but I do get caught up on his bag. It's not a big deal right now. His next shot, tries to sneak around, grabs the hole. So I go ahead and clean up the pile, end up dragging his in to match him 4-4. He goes ahead and slides his next bag in. So I end up getting caught up on his bag again and my bag. He's going to go ahead and slide his last bag in for a 10. So now I have to be able to grab my bag here just to get a wash. I'm going to step out here and try to grab my bag. I go ahead and actually grab it for a 10-10 wash. And luckily, my partner also gets a wash, so now the bags are back in our hands. Hunter's still going to have first shot here. For his first shot, he ends up missing behind the hole. So I have an opportunity. I end up getting a bad kickoff to the right. He's going to sink his second bag, so now I'm down. For my second shot, I go ahead and follow him up. So for his third shot, he ends up sliding it right on in. So now I know I got to match him here again. For my third shot, I end up sliding off the back, which is very unfortunate for me. He goes ahead and slides his last bag in for a 10. So now I just got to try to minimize damage here. And I try to end up grabbing the bag, but I'm going to finish with a 5-10 to give up 5 on the round, putting them in the lead 7-0. Riley ends up washing again. So now the bags are back in our hands. Hunter's going to have first shot again. He's going to miss a little bit off to the left, trying to block me. So I'm able to sneak around here and get it in the hole. For his second bag, he goes ahead and slides right up the middle. So I'm able to sneak another one around, put it in the hole. For his third shot, he ends up sliding it in. I try to sneak another one around, but I end up getting caught up. But at least it's in front of the hole. For his next shot, he ends up hitting me in and going to the back. So I know I won this round, so I just got to relax and try to make this. I ended up missing off to the right, but we still gained 2 on the round to make it 2-7. Riley ends up giving up 3 to make it 10-2. So now Hunter gets first shot again. For his first shot, go ahead and slides it right on in. So I'm going to try to follow him up here, but I come up short. At least it's in front of him in his lane. But he ends up getting around it, putting it in the hole. So I go ahead and miss off to the right again. And as soon as he hits the board, my bag ends up falling off, and he gets hole control. So for my next bag, I try to just push through it. End up getting caught up on his block. At least it's in front though. He goes for the airmail. Ends up hitting his bag in, but the other one bounces off. So I gotta go fast side, try to collect here. Miss off to the right, but end up hitting one in to give up 5 on the round, putting them at 15-2. And unfortunately, Riley gives up 7, putting them at 23-2 to finish the game.
Alright guys, so first match, we got 2 ACL pros. We got Mason Morgado and Hunter Thorne. I knew that was going to be a tough match. They're probably the best ones here, and they're probably going to take it home. But anyways, going into that match, I was sliding kind of off the back. It was kind of quick, but I was trying to make it work. I got 2 points. I don't know my stats because he just did like basic scoring, but they're up right here because I have a full video so I can put them all in. But yeah, I mean, that definitely was probably the toughest match. I think for the next couple matches, me and Riley are going to do good. We only get 5 matches. I thought it was 6. It's 5 and then playoffs. So we got 4 more heading into playoffs, but I'm glad we got them out of the way and we got to throw against them. That's definitely like a lot of the things I want to do, or that's definitely like good because I want to throw against as many pros as I can. So I'm glad I got to throw against him. That's like probably the one person I would pick out of everyone here to throw against, just to like see where I level up and stuff. Other than that, I thought I threw pretty well. I mean, bags were a little quick. I couldn't really block or roll or anything, but other than that, I still threw pretty decent in my opinion. There was like one round that I threw like a 5, but other than that, I feel like I threw pretty decent. Anyways, let's head into match number 2, and hopefully we can take the double on this one.
Alrighty, heading into the second match, RB and Jordan win the spin, so RB's going to have first shot here. For his first shot, he ends up getting a bad kick and missing off to the left. And I end up missing off to the left, but luckily mine stays on. His next shot comes up short, so I'm going to go ahead and just push right through it and collect it. For his next shot, he slides in, so I got to try to follow him up here. End up missing off to the left, giving an opportunity to win this round. Slide slaps back in for a 9, so I just got to finish up. I get an 8, giving up 1 round, putting them ahead 1-0 on the match. Luckily, Riley pulls through and ends up getting a point back to tie it up 1-1. So I'm going to have first shot here. For my first shot, I go ahead and slide my bag right on in. For his first shot, he comes up short. I just got to try to push through here, but I do get a bad kick and miss off to the right. Hops over the hole. For his next shot, he just bumps his bag in, so I'm going to try to roll here. I end up just hitting his bag and collecting it with mine. For his next batter, he just slides it right on in. So now I know I could be in trouble here. I miss off to the left, having an 8. He's going to finish with a 12, so I give up 4 to make it 5-1 on the match. Riley ends up getting back 2 more points on Jordan, so now it's 3-5. So I'm going to have first shot again here. For my first shot, I go ahead and slide it right on in. RB ends up missing off to the right, giving me an opportunity to win this round. I end up getting caught up on his bag, coming up a little bit short. He ends up missing a little bit off to the left, so now I got to try to push through the middle here. I end up getting stuck on my own bag and his bag, but I'm not worried here. So I'm going to go fast side. I'm going to try to just push this all in. I end up just clogging the hole for a 6-3, so now basically he just has to board it. He ends up just boarding it like I said, and I gain 2 on the round, making it 5-5. Riley ends up giving up 3 to Jordan, making it 8-5, so now RB has first shot. For RB's first shot, he goes ahead and puts up a block. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it comes up short of the hole. So I'm going to try to push it out of the way and go in. For his next shot, he ends up just collecting it and going in. So for my second shot, I try to slide it in, ends up grabbing the hole and falling. So he's going to slide his third bag in. Pretty clean round so far. For my next shot, I go ahead and just grab the hole and fall in again. He ends up sliding and missing off to the left. I have an opportunity here, but I do follow him up for a 10-10 wash, unfortunately. But luckily, Riley pulls through and gains 4 points, making it 9-8 on the match. So it gives me an opportunity to get first bag again. For my first shot, I go ahead and slide it right up the middle and in. And for RB's first shot, he ends up sliding his first bag in also. So for my second shot, I come up a little bit short. Acts like a blocker though, forcing him to miss the left. So now I'm going to try to collect here. I end up bumping off my bag and falling in. He ends up missing off to the left again, so I know I got to collect here for a 12 if I want some points. I end up grabbing it, dropping both bags in, so now I know I'm a guaranteed win on this round. He ends up finishing up with an 8, giving us a 4 spot on the round. But Riley ends up giving a 4 spot back to Jordan, making it 13-12 now, with RB getting first bag. RB's first bag comes up a little bit short right in front of the hole as a block. I'm going to go ahead and just try to push through, but I end up bouncing off to the left. He ends up blocking with his second bag, so I'm going to try to collect here. I know I can grab both bags. I end up pushing through his bag, almost grabbing my second one, but I know it's guaranteed to fall. He ends up bumping my bag in, but his bag stays as a block. So I'm going to try to push through here, and I end up just collecting his bag with my bag. For his last shot, he ends up sliding in for a 12, so I got to make sure I make this bag. I end up sliding in for a 12 for a wash, but unfortunately, Riley gives up a 5 spot, putting them at 17. So now it's 17-13. RB is going to have first shot here. He ends up coming up short, missing a little bit to the left. I'm going to try to sneak around it, but I end up coming up short. For his next shot, he ends up bumping me in. So I'm going to play it smart here. I end up just blocking his bags. So he's going to go up and try to shoot the airmail. Ends up hitting the hole but bouncing off the board. So now for my next shot, I'm going to go up also, and I miss off to the left. For his last shot, he goes up again, ends up hitting it clean for a 5. So I could play it smart here and just board it for a wash, but I do want some points. So I'm going to go for a roll shot, end up missing off to the left, giving up one, putting them at 18. Then my partner Riley ends up giving up another one, putting him at 19, making the match 19-13. Now I know I can't make any mistakes. RB's got first shot. He ends up missing off to the right, so I see an opportunity for points. I go ahead and slide my first bag in. For his second shot, he misses off to the left. For my second shot, I slide it right up and in, cutting around his bag, put me ahead. He misses another bag, so this could be big points for me. I end up bumping his bag, luckily not taking it in with me, leaving it on the board. For his last shot, he's got to be in. He ends up missing off to the left, giving me an opportunity to shut out the game. I end up sinking it for a 4-bagger, gaining 8 on the round, putting us at 21-19.
Alright guys, so coming off of game 2, we got the dub. Somehow I pulled it out. Luckily RB shot a 4, as you guys saw, and I pulled out with a 12. We were down bad, and I ended up pulling out the win. I shot a 9 with a 1 DPR. That's not bad. That's pretty much where we want to be at. Maybe a little bit better, but this is a good start for the tournament for game 2. Game 1, yeah, didn't really go our way. But game 2, we pulled through, and I think we did pretty decent. And Riley shot an 8.43, which isn't bad. Jordan just happened to shoot a 9.29. So Jordan kind of was pulling away from Riley, but other than that, we did good in game 2. Let's head into game 3 and see how we do.
Heading into game 2, Riley and Juice start us off with a 10-10 wash. So now Emax is going to have first shot. For his first shot, he misses off to the right, so this is good for me. I go ahead and sink my first bag. His second bag comes up a little bit short. It's kind of in front of the hole. I'm going to try to bully it out of the way, but I end up getting caught up on it. For his next bag, he just kind of covers the pile and makes it a little bit harder to go into the hole. So for my next shot, I try to push through, end up hitting only his bags. So he's going to ask his partner what to do here, and they're going to figure out if they want to throw a roll or an airmail. Looks like he's going to try to go for a roll, end up just pushing his bags a little bit more towards the hole. So I'm going to go fast side here, try to hit my bag in, but I miss off the back, still gaining 1 on the round to put us up 1-0. Then Riley's going to go on and give up 2 to make it 2-1, with Emax getting first bag. For his first bag, he's going to sink his in the hole. For my first shot, I'm going to follow him up. For his next bag, he ends up just going into the hole. And I'm going to follow him up again, tying it up at 6s. Then he's going to come up short on his third bag. I know I just got to try to push through here, which I do for a 9-9. For his last bag, he's going to sink it for a 12. I'm going to miss off to the left, giving up 2. My bag's just going to hang in the hole. Unfortunately, it does not fall. Then Riley gets the bags in his hands and also gives up a 4 spot to make it 8-1, with Emax getting first bag again. For his first shot, he's going to go ahead and slide it right on in. For my first shot, I'm going to follow him up. For his second shot, he throws a block, and I know I got to try to push through this, but I get a bad kick and miss off to the right. Knowing that bag is probably out of play at this point, he's going to go ahead and push through. Doesn't grab his bag, but leaves it there by the hole. For my third shot, I go ahead and try to just kind of roll over it, but I end up grabbing it, so I'm not in a terrible position right now. He does get a kick off my bag for a 12, so now I got to make this, or I might be in trouble. Luckily, the bag ends up grabbing the hole and falling in for a 10-12, to only give up 2. Now Riley's going to go ahead and end up washing with Juice. So once again, Emax has got first shot. For his first shot, he throws a block, so now I just got to try to push through here, which I do, dropping both bags in. For his next shot, he ends up leaving the block a little bit to the right, so I know I gotta try to bully it here, which I pushed it out of play for the most part and go in the hole. For his next shot, he throws another block, a little bit off to the right still. I'm going to try to throw a roll shot here. I get it to pop up but not go all the way over the bags, giving him an opportunity to push his bags in on fast side. He's going to try to throw a roll, misses off to the right, giving me an opportunity to win this round. And now I'm going to ask my partner what I should do. I'm going to walk over. What I'm thinking is airmail here or a roll. Roll's probably safer to stay on the board, but I'm already winning by 2. So if I shoot it and miss, worst comes to worst, I still gain 2 points. For my last shot, I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot an airmail here. I do end up hitting the side of the hole, but it bounces out. Still gaining 2 on the round, putting us at 3-10. And Riley is luckily going to wash once again with juice, putting the bags back in my hand, and I get first shot. So for my first shot, I'm going to go ahead and slide it right on in. For Emax's first shot, he's going to front board. I'm going to ask Riley to go up and grab it. So for my next shot, I'm going to end up going off the back and giving it back to Emax. Unfortunately, he's going to make his second bag, tying it up at 3s. For my next shot, I'm going to go ahead and slide it on in. Emax is going to miss off to the right, giving me an opportunity to win this round. I'm going to slide my last bag in for a 9. For his last bag, he ends up getting caught up, giving us 4 on the round. And then Riley's going to end up giving up 1. But it's all good. We're only down by 4 right now. It's 11-7. And Emax has got first shot. For his first shot, he's going to lay up a block in front of me. And for my first shot, I'm just going to try to push through it. I end up getting caught up on the hole, but I know it's basically in. His next shot, he's going to try to block again. So I'm going to try to cut around this bag, which I end up bumping my bag in, getting caught up on his, but it's tied 4-4. For his next shot, he's going to bump me in. So I know a smart play right here is probably going to be to block. I try to land a block, miss a little bit off to the right, but it's kind of blocking his lane, so I'm not too worried. He tries to go fast side and pushes bags in, but I know I won the round here. I'm going to lay up to take 2 to put us at 9-11 on the match. Unfortunately, Riley gives up 2 to put them at 13, so now it's 13-9 with Emax getting first shot again. For Emax's first shot, he's going to try to slide it in, but comes up short, so I know I just got to try to push through here. End up throwing off to the right, and it's out of play now. For his second shot, he just bumps his first bag in. So I just got to try to go in here, get a bad kick, slides to the right of the hole. So Emax has an opportunity to get some points here. For his next shot, he's going to go ahead and slide it right on in on fast side. For my third shot, I'm going to follow him up and go in the hole. For his last shot, he's going to score a 10. And for my last shot, I'm going to miss off to the left, hanging in the hole, but not getting it, giving up 4 on the round. And then Riley's going to go on and give up 7 to lose the match 24-9. All
right, guys, so for game 3, we ended up losing 23-9, as you guys saw. I mean, I shot at 7.86. It's not terrible, and I had a .14 DPR, so I'm still positive playing against who I was throwing against. It was kind of tricky, though. On Riley's end, he kept getting blocked and stuff because they were throwing Vikings and they could roll and stuff. With the Excel X's, with the throwdown versions, I can't really roll, or they're kind of fast for me. Riley kept going off the back a little bit. Riley shot 7.38 to Juice's 9.38, and he was giving up 2 points a round. So kind of tough to hold on to. But other than that, I think that was just like a slip up, and I think we're going to try Viper R's. That's what he wants to throw because that's what he normally throws. So I'm going to give those a shot, see if he does any better, if it can help him pick up, because then we might be able to pull through and win some more. But let's head into game 4, and we're going to be throwing Viper R's, and let's see how we do.
All right, guys, heading into game 4. Looks like we won the toss, so I'm going to have first throw. For my first shot, I'm going to miss off to the left, but it's still hanging in the hole, so I'm not too bad of shape. He's going to bump it a little bit more in. For my next shot, I'm going to get a bad kick, miss off to the right. He's going to go ahead and sink his second bag. For my third bag, I completely miss off to the left, hanging off the side of the board. But luckily, my bag falls with his third bag. So for my last and final shot, I bump off my last bag, finishing with a 5. He's going to finish with an 8, giving up 3 to start off the match. And then Riley's going to go ahead and also give up 3, putting us down 6-0. So Easy's going to have first shot here. His bag's going to hang up on the hole. It's not in bad shape, though. I'm going to go ahead and front board with my first bag. Partner's going to run up and grab it out of the way. So for Easy's second shot, he's going to go ahead and miss the hole again, but off to the left. And I'm going to get a weird bounce off to the right. For his third shot, he misses again off the back, giving back that bag that I missed in the beginning. But then I go ahead and front board once again. These bags are definitely not my friend right now. For Easy's final shot, he's going to go ahead and bump one of his bags in, ending with a 5. I'm going to try to put it in that hole, but I miss, giving up 3. But luckily, Riley pulls through to put us on the board with 2 points. So I'm going to have first shot here. For my first shot, I'm going to go ahead and slide it right on in. For my opponent's first shot, he's going to come up short, but it's not out of play, so he's looking good. I'm going to try to follow him up and just lay up behind him. A little bit off to the left, but I know mine's not out of play either. Looks like he's going to go for a push. Ends up clogging the hole, bunching up all the bags. So I know I'm just going to try to lay up here. Make him shoot it if he wants the points. Did bump the bags, they did fall a little bit, but I'm not too worried. For his next shot, he's going to try to hit it, but ends up skipping off to the right. So I know the smart play is just to board it, and if he really wants the points, he's going to probably shoot an airmail here. So for my opponent's last shot, he ends up going up and going to airmail. Ends up getting all the bags to fall, giving him 2 points on the round to make it 11-2. And then unfortunately, Riley gives up another one, putting them at 12. So now we're down 10. So now my opponent's going to have first shot. For his first shot, he's going to go ahead and just slide it right on in. For my shot, of course, I missed off to the left. And for his second shot, he's going to come up short, place a blocker. So I'm going to try to roll over it, but it doesn't go in my favor. For his next shot, he's going to bump my bag a little bit more into the hole. So now I just got to try to go through this pile right here. I end up hitting his bag in and sliding off the board, which is very unfortunate. So for his last bag, he's going to go ahead and grab the hole and fall in. I try to go up here, and I end up hitting it, giving up 3 still, putting them at 15. But Riley pulls through here, gaining us 2 points to make it 15-4, and I got first shot. So for my first shot, I'm going to go ahead and miss off to the left, but luckily it still stays on. He's going to come up short with his first bag. I'm just going to try to push through it, but I end up bumping myself off the back. He's going to try to push through, ends up bumping in, but getting caught up on the hole. So I'm going to go ahead and slide my third bag in. For his third bag, he ends up bumping his bag, just falling in the hole. I'm going to miss off the board to the right, leaving myself at a 4, which is very unfortunate. So he's trying to count points in his head and see what he has to do. For his last bag, he ends up skipping over the hole, only ending with a 7, giving up 3 points, putting them at 18. And then Riley ends up giving up 2 more, putting them at 20. So now we're down 20-4. So now my opponent's got first shot. For his first shot, misses off to the left. Now I'm going to go ahead and capitalize, sinking a bag. For his next shot, he misses off to the left again, so there's an opportunity to gain some points. I'm going to sink my second bag, putting me at 4 in the round. He's going to go ahead and miss off to the left again. I'm going to try to cut around, but I end up flopping off the board, which is unfortunate. So for his last bag, he's going to go ahead and go fast side, trying to collect, but only gets 1 to fall, so now it's a tie, 6-6 right now. So for my last bag, I try to go in, but miss off to the left, gaining 1, still down 5-20, and then Riley's going to go ahead and give up 2 more to lose the game, 22-5.
All right, guys, so game 4, we decided to throw Wizards instead of Viper R's. That was definitely not the move. I have really floppy Wizards, and I thought they'd be more hole-friendly for Riley and stuff. And I could roll them, but for some reason they weren't rolling. Boards are playing pretty quick. I shot a 5.5. That is absolutely terrible, the negative 2.17 DPR. But yeah, that did not go our way. We lost 22-5, so it's probably time for a bag change again. It's hard because Riley likes faster bags and stuff, and I like throwing like Black Sheep or BG, like things like that. So we're kind of on different ends of the spectrum, but we got to try to figure it out and meet in the middle and figure out a bag before we head into playoffs. I think we're pretty much in B bracket now, but I mean that's fine. I mean it is what it is. We still can win money, and it's good to play. Just good to get games in and just get reps in. And it sucks that we can't be in A bracket, but I mean hey, we can get in A bracket next time. But let's head into the 5th game and see how we do.
Heading into Game 5, our opponents won the toss, so they're going to have first shot. For his first shot, he's going to go ahead and slide it right on in. I'm going to go ahead and follow him up. So for his second shot, he's going to end up grabbing the hole and falling in. I'm going to go ahead and sink my second bag. For his next bag, he slides off the back, giving me an opportunity to take some points early on. I'm going to come up short, but he's going to end up bumping me in, staying on the edge of the hole. I'm going to slide my last bag in for a 12 to gain 5 on the round. And then luckily Riley's going to pull through and gain another 5, putting us up 10-0. So I'm going to have first shot here. For my first shot, I'm going to come up a little bit short, but places a perfect block. So now my opponent has to think what he wants to do. He's going to try to follow it up, ending up missing a little bit off to the right. I'm going to try to roll over it. My bag shoots off to the right also. So now he has an opportunity to go fast side, probably cut through those bags. But he ends up missing a little bit to the left, bumping me in. If for my next shot, I bump his bag out of the way and fall into the hole. So for my opponent's third shot, he's going to go ahead and slide it right on in. For my last and final shot, I'm going to slide it in for a 10. My opponent's going to follow me up for a wash. So now the bags are in Riley's hands, and he ends up getting 4 more points, putting us up 14-0. So I got first shot again. And for my first shot, I'm going to miss a little bit off to the left, but it's hanging in the hole, so I know it's not out of play. My opponent's first shot is going to go ahead and find the hole. So for my second shot, I'm going to try to collect here, but I come up a little bit short because the board's playing kind of sticky. So now my opponent's going to try to block, but misses off to the left. So I know I got to go fast side here and try to collect. I'm going to go ahead and clog the hole, and my opponent's going to lay it behind my bags, forcing me to make a shot here. So for my fourth and final shot, I'm going to go fast side, just try to push some bags in. I get 2 to fall, leaving me with an 8. So for his last shot, he's asking his partner what he should do. So for his last and final shot, he's going to try to cut around, but ends up sliding off the back, giving up another 3, putting us up 17-0. But unfortunately, Riley gives up 3, so now they got first shot. So for my opponent's first shot, he's going to go ahead and slide it right on in. For my first shot, I lay a block, trying to make him miss. He's going to go ahead and miss off to the right. So I'm going to try to push through here, but I end up missing off to the right. So now my opponent's going to try to split the gap and go in the hole, but he misses off to the right also. So I'm going to try to collect here, and I push right through, leading the round by 2. For my opponent's last bag, he's going to go ahead and slide it right on in. So I know I got to capitalize here, but I miss off to the left for a wash. And then Riley pulls through and gains 2 on the round. So now I know we're up 19-3, and I got first shot. I'm going to go ahead and lay a block, so I know he's throwing Viper R, so it's pretty much just a straight in kind of bag. He's going to try to sneak around, but bumps into my block. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it, trying to push through, but luckily it stays as a block, which is nice. And for his next shot, he's just going to clean up the pile for a 6-6. I'm going to slide my next bag in. And for my opponent's next bag, he's going to go ahead and follow me up. And for my last bag, I come up short, but it's basically as good as in. There's no way really he could get points on this round. For his last bag, he's just going to push through for a 12-12 wash. Then my partner's going to go ahead and give up 1, putting them at 4. So now we're still winning the match 19-4, so I'm not too worried. So my opponent's going to have first shot here. For his first shot, he gets a bad kick, misses off to the right. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide my first bag in. Then my opponent comes up a little bit short, so I know I just got to try to push through here, which I do, leading the round by 2. He's going to go ahead and slide in his next bag. So for my third bag, I end up giving it back to him, miss off to the left, so now we're tied at 7-7. He's going to finish up with a 10, so now I just got to match him. I try to drag it for the win, but I end up bouncing off and giving up 3. But then luckily Riley pulls through, getting 4 to close out the match 23-7.
All right, guys, so game 5, coming off a win 23-7. We did a lot better. I threw a 9.5 with a 8.83 DPR, which is great. We decided to throw some Vikings. Personally, those are my favorite BG bags. I love Vikings. They're slow. I have a flat bag. I throw pretty hard. They work great for me. I can roll. I didn't really roll. I tried once in that game, but I didn't really need it because they were throwing Viper R, so it was basically just hole for hole. But the blocks did come into play, forced him to miss and stuff, so I think they worked out really well. Riley was liking the Vikings loss, so I think we're going to stick with those going into playoffs. But let me check. Let's see where we are ranked for the tournament. I'm not exactly sure. I know we're in B bracket because we went 2 and 3. We had our first 3 games were probably they were probably top 5 toughest teams here for sure. But let's see where we ended up. All right, so we ended up 28th place. You got to be top 20 to make A bracket. It's not terrible. Me and Riley just don't throw the same bag, so it's kind of rough. But we're going to stick with the Vikings. We're going to head into game 1 of the playoffs. So hopefully we can turn it around, sweep the playoffs, take home the B bracket victory, and be B bracket champs. So let's head into the first game of playoffs.